Welcome to the ultimate guide for doing a movie night for your Halloween event, the Rain or Shine guide. We've got LEDs, we're going to show you some projection options. We're going to look at movies that you could select, various places that you could do those movies, how to theme those movies, which is one of the most fun things, and then other creative ways to use your screens and projection technology. I hope you enjoy the guide. It is raining outside, but not to fear, we do have our smallest inflatable screen. Come check it out. So this screen is 9 feet wide by 5 feet high. That's the viewable. The inflatable is 12 by 12 feet, and it's only about 3.5 foot deep. We're in a small warehouse, so it'll fit in a small warehouse, small school gymnasium, or if you have a large garage, it may even fit in that. The projection surface is elevated, so that's really good. Gets it up so your whole crowd can see. Good up to about 50 people. Something really cool we've done right here is we've put Halloween colored lights up on the sides to make it just a little bit different, and even added some pumpkins. So any Halloween decoration you can put around and really give it that little bit extra for your event. So the cool thing is you don't just need to do a movie. Maybe you just want to be trick-or-treating and have a really cool backdrop. Your cool backdrop could be anything like dancing skeletons, which I absolutely love. That's epic. Got to be very quiet. Don't wake up the scary, what is that? Skeleton? Or you can throw up a real fun backdrop and just have this as something a little bit different for your kids to enjoy. And we have one of our frame screens. This is our 8 foot. We also have a 10-foot frame screen. And this screen even has a skirt to make it just look a little bit neater. Really good for those indoor events. The 8 foot is short enough that it'll fit in most houses and most garages. So if you are expecting to have that outdoor movie and had to go indoors, this would be a really good option for you. Good for about 50 people max. This is our indoor frame screen. Ooh. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. So you can always show something really cool, like the dancing skeletons on your screen, just as a backdrop for a Halloween party. You may want to do a movie. That's what we're known for, is outdoor movies, movie nights. So I'm going to give you some suggestions on movies you could do. Now you can have probably 2 different groups of people. You'll have your adult movie nights and then your kid-based movie nights. So to begin with, we're going to look at adult movies. And to begin with, we're going to go with Night of the Living Dead, kind of the movie that kicked off the whole zombie genre. And to go from that, I'm going to go 360 and go to my favorite type of horror genre, which is the comedy. Zombieland, don't forget to double tap. When you're talking about that, you've got to look at the Cornetto trilogy. You've got Shaun of the Dead, and part of that Cornetto trilogy is definitely World's End, the strangest pub crawl in the world. Go to a classic, maybe Invasion of the Body Snatchers, The Shining, or Little Shop of Horrors. Or you could go for the really scary movies like The Conjuring 3 or Megan, which is just kind of weird. Flipping 360, we're going to go to probably one of the most played movies on our screens, and it's just a wonderful story, and that's Coco. It's kind of a Day of the Dead movie. It's beautiful. At the end of the movie, if you watch the credits, you'll see all of these names and this kind of heart and these photos, and they're actually photos of grandparents of people who worked on the movie, which is absolutely beautiful. Some people find this frightening. I love it. It is Wallace and Gromit. It is Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Really good movie, and it's fairly short. And then any Halloween is not Halloween unless you have a monster movie, and a friendly, kid-friendly monster movie, Monsters University and Monsters, Inc. What movie would you select to show at your outdoor movie or indoor movie? Location, location, location. When you show your outdoor movie, think about where you're showing it and maybe even connect that movie to the location that you're screening. Here's some examples. If you're near a forest or a wooded area, something like the Blair Witch Project is really good. And maybe if you're in the Pacific Northwest, Twilight or Practical Magic, both were filmed up in that location. You're at a pool, ocean, or a lake, you can't go wrong with Jaws, just the two notes that make up that theme. But they still put chills into my spine. Urban area, think of something like The Quiet Place, Zodiac, or Copycat. And if you're in a foggy area like San Francisco, maybe The Fog would be a great movie to do. That was actually filmed in Bodega Bay. Pumpkin Patch. With a pumpkin patch, I would normally go with a really super friendly family movie. So maybe Charlie Brown. Very, very fun. And then at a university, you could always show a scarier movie there, but Monsters University is loved by university students because you've got the sororities, you've got the fraternities, and it really has that college feel. If you've got a scary house in your neighborhood or you just want to do a block party movie, Girl versus Monster is a really good option. Also look at horror movies that are filmed near where you live. So I'm in San Francisco Bay Area. Probably one of the best directors ever was Hitchcock, and The Birds was filmed in San Francisco and Bodega Bay. So that's definitely one that I would love to do in the Bay Area. Think about where you live. Where would you do an outdoor movie? And how would you theme it? What movie would you do with that location? Let me know. So the rain has stopped and we pulled out our LED screen. If you have a daytime event and you do want to watch something, the LED is the only way to go. These screens are actually waterproof, so you could use it while it was raining, but I don't like getting wet, so we don't do that. So this is an LED. You can see it in bright sunlight. It's always best not to have the sunlight directly on it. Great for a movie, great for a background, or maybe you're doing a trunk or treat and you want to advertise it. You could put adverts on this, raise it up, and everybody could see it. So it's another great option for your Halloween event. We're going to go through the basics of doing a Halloween movie. Mm-hmm. And it's with Halloween, it's not just we're going to do a movie night, we're going to show a scary movie. Mm-hmm. Halloween is, an outdoor movie. Halloween time, it's all about experience, right?
Yep.
And it's fun to have the projector and everything. That's important. Get the movie on the screen, DVD, Blu-ray, whatever you're showing, that's important. But it can be so much more.
Exactly.
The whole experience. So you've got the technical stuff. You've got to have the bright projector. We recommend, because you're outdoors, playing from Blu-ray or DVD. Not relying on streaming, because that's probably going to be problematic, especially if you're outside, you don't have that strong connection. If you are going to do something like that, try and download the movie first. But the real fun is the decorating and the theming and all of that stuff.
Exactly. You're able to put, we talked about this earlier. We have the uplights. We also have the pumpkins. If you're really talking about having an immersive theme, you can even do like a costume contest, or you can do something where it's like fall themed, because I know a lot of places don't allow Halloween specifically.
Yeah.
Like schools and different public places like that. Like sometimes they want to be all inclusive. And so Halloween specifically doesn't always like fit. But for fall festival, you can like dress up as like fall colors. And then also you can do a bunch of like really, that almost like goes all like for 2 months instead of just that 1 month.
Right.
Which is really fun.
And that leads you into Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
And then leads you into Christmas.
Exactly.
Which is, oh my gosh. So, with the theming and the decoration, you can create this Halloween immersive experience. Mm-hmm. So it's not just the screen. You talked about the uplights. You can do a fog machine to make it real eerie when you're coming in.
Yeah.
Play some like scary music or whatever. Mm-hmm. There's some music videos that are kind of scary themed. If you go back to Michael Jackson, the original Thriller.
Was just to say.
Yeah, that's such Oh, that video and the werewolf transformation. As a kid, I was deathly afraid of werewolves.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I turned out to really like the movie, but the American Werewolf in London trailer on the BBC, that scared me so much. It was like the suspense in that. And then later on in life, I watch it and it's a horror comedy movie.
Oh, and so you were like, I don't even know I was scared.
Exactly. But the whole the werewolf transformation and everything, that was just
People said
crazy.
that was a really, really, like, when that came out, people were really freaked out by it. I don't like zombies, which is funny because we watched a whole bunch of zombie ones in there.
Yeah.
Zombies for some reason, The Walking Dead.
Right.
They just kind of freaked me out. I'm like, ugh.
Really?
That's kind of gross.
The reanimation thing.
I think it's also like because a lot of those are like gory.
Right.
I'm not a huge fan of gore, but that's almost interesting that we're kind of talking about that stuff because we can also use like it. One of the ideas was hanging a plastic sheet to create a murder scene, like things like that, where it's like you really can almost like Dexter. Like your whole room.
Right.
And like imagine you had a haunted house and people went through the haunted house, but like you went into this whole other room, like maybe a frame screen, and you're like playing this really spooky movie. That would be funny.
And then the other thing you can do is if you had a really scary haunted house, you could have a safe area for the kids, which is playing for you. There you go. A safe area that's playing like Charlie Brown or something like that.
Exactly. Also having at like pumpkin patches, that would be really fun to have. Even the LED screen kind of just playing really fun. Imagine you had of like a family party or just as like for the actual like pumpkin patch people. They had a whole like fall festival, like come on over, you can like cycle through things, you can watch Charlie Brown up this on the screen.
Excellent.
Really any kind of media we had, even just like cute little fun graphics.
That was fun, and I downloaded those graphics from a site, and they were really fun.
Yep.
And you can get some templates, like the Spiderweb Funflix template thing that we did. That was so easy to do, and it looked brilliant. It was so much fun. Yeah, so I had a note in here, you have to start at dusk, but you really don't, depending what you do. But I think a scary movie is better at night. It's better when it's dark.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
we can do the stuff in the day, and it's probably really good for the young kids doing an LED or whatever, because it's not about that scary part of it. But
yeah, it's just about really enjoying like, the media of it.
Right.
I also think that one thing that wasn't really in here that we could also touch on, since we provide popcorn with a lot of our things, they could even do like a popcorn like bar of stuff and like add your candy to it, because we were kind of talking about like our favorite snacks and like adding the sour candy to stuff. Yeah, that would be really cool as well.
Right. You could do it with like the worms and make it kind of scary because it's
have like themed like little cupcakes and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, that would be fun. All right, so I think that's everything, right?
I think so.
We will forget something and we'll be like, oh my gosh, we forgot that movie. So tell us.
But good thing.
What movie we forgot.
We have this set up already.
Yeah, so we can do that again quickly.
Really simple and easy. I also think, we can definitely have it more like framed out of like the specifics we want to talk about. Right. Do we have like events in the past that you've had that were like your favorite that were Halloween themed or just like themed in general?
The first time that the air screens are our big screens, right? The first time I ever did the air screen, the 40-foot air screen was in San Diego, and we were showing Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And that was amazing. And they had photo backdrops of Dracula and all of that stuff. So you could get really cool photos. It was an Amazon event. Amazon actually paid for it and stuff.
Oh, cool.
I think Halloween's a great time for double features as well, because it's early. It gets darker early because we're getting to that time of year. So if you get a nice night, it gets darker early. You can start it off with a kids movie. And then when they get tired and maybe going to bed or whatever, then you can put on the scary movie.
Imagine if you kind of had like, if your kids are kind of maybe like 6 and maybe like 16. Like maybe you have a big age gap, or like you have a lot of kids, or you're just like hosting it for a large number of people and you want to be able to serve the most amount of people.
Right.
It's like you can start with that. then they leave. Maybe they go trick-or-treating or whatever, and then all the preteens can come back and like
Right.
watch like an actual scary movie.
Right.
Because they want to be angsty or whatever.
Yeah. Going to be teenagers.
No, exactly. And they want to have like something cool to watch.
Right.
And so you're really able to like make everyone happy basically.
Yeah. Yeah. And then again, if it gets like too late, you can always do headphones.
Exactly, because we have the silent event, which I think is awesome for any kind of event. I really think that should be done more. I think it's like really cool because then you're able to really experience that. You're outside, you're having fun, but you're not disturbing anyone else.
Right. Right.
And you're like even the silence, like disco and things like that, like beforehand or things like like it would just be really. I think it should be done more, and it's way more interesting because there's always going to be things where it's like, oh, tell that person to be quiet, like I can't hear or whatever, and it's not really an issue with us because our speakers are loud.
Yeah.
But
and if you do the headphones, you got your own volume as well.
Exactly.
So if you want to chat with your friends, you can.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to get really into the movie and then somebody can creep up on you and go, boo.
Yep. That would be super scary as well.
I mean, just have fun with Halloween. That's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Especially here, like in England, Halloween wasn't as big, but here it's so big.
It's awesome.
Just
it's probably one of my favorite holidays. I gotta say.
Dress up. Don't be a stick in the mud. Dress up. Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And give us a call.
Give us a call.
Give us a call. See ya.
Bye.